Hi guys. Um, Good evening, all of you. Hope all of you can hear me. Anyone, guys, can you please confirm? Is I'm audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Fine. Yeah. So, guys, let's continue from the last session. So, coming to the last session, guys, I think some of you I can see who has attended the last session, and maybe some of you have joined for the today's class. So, no need to worry about the yesterday's class. Who has missed the yesterday's session, guys? Why? Because we just started with some introduction part, guys. We didn't started with any main concepts. So just yesterday I have given some idea like what is generative AI. So how it is different from our traditional, which is nothing but what we call it as AI earlier. We used to call AI earlier. Now what is the difference between that AI and this generative AI? Both of them are part of AI only. I just given some introduction. AI is nothing but where the systems are trained to just mimic the human behavior, just behave like humans. They take the decisions like humans. They can do anything, just like how the humans are working, same as it is. Those machines, the systems also can do. So for that, I just given some difference between a discriminative AI and what is going to be generative AI. So AI can be classified into two types. What is going to be discriminative AI and what is going to be a generative AI. So discriminative AI is nothing but where the machines are trained. In both the cases, machines require some learning, guys. So don't think that AI means nothing but directly the machines are capable to take the decisions. So whenever a human want to take a decision, first of all, some training is required. See, as a adults, we are taking some decisions, isn't it? We are taking some decisions, guys. But how we are taking the decisions, it is completely based on the which is going to be we have learned all our school days and college days. Okay, so we have applied in universities. We have learned a lot of things. So based on that particular learning only, today we are able to, which is going to be, we are able to learn something, we are able to implement something, isn't it? So how we are becoming a software engineer, we have learned something. Without learning, you cannot become a software engineer, right? Some training is required. Same as it is here also, the machines are going to learn something. They have been trained with some past data. Based on that, they are capable to take some kind of a decisions. So as for that, I explained you the difference. Discriminative AI is only just capable to, which is going to be they can take the decisions, like they can help you to take some decisions. Generative AI, whatever the our course content we are going to be gets working, that is something called as a Gen AI, is basically nothing but the systems are capable to generate some kind of a new content they can generate. So what is that content? It can be a text. Like text means it can be anything. They can write a email, or they can write some code. They can write some article on something if you want. Anything they can do, guys. That is what we can say about the generative AI. What is discriminative AI and what is generative AI, guys? So just to get some idea, so anyone who has missed the last class, guys, don't worry. This was because we just started with only some basic introductions. Only we started with that. Only one session happened. I'll give you a complete the idea about what is our training program and all these things. A couple of classes I'll give you guys. I'll give you an idea about that. So let us try to ask the ChatGPT itself. Let us ask the ChatGPT. ChatGPT is nothing but a generative AI application. Because if you ask anything, it is going to generate something. So whatever you ask, it is going to capable to answer some questions based on that. Okay, let us ask it, guys, what is going to be the discriminative AI versus which is going to be something called as a generative AI. So let us ask the chat GPT itself. So nowadays, everyone, we are stopped using the Google search. So as we can see, don't work about the technically. So discriminative AI versus which is going to be generative AI, what they will do. So there is going to be discriminative AI. So as I said that it is going to be predicts a label or a category. Like given an email, the discriminative AI can differentiate between a spam or a not a spam. Like yesterday also, some example I told you. So whenever a customer comes for a loan, so whether the customer will repay the loan or whether the customer will delay the loan, it is going to predict. It is going to be given a customer details. The model can predict. What is generative AI, guys? So what I said that, guys, they can create some new data samples similar to which is going to be create a new email, create a new image, create a new paragraph. So that is the way. So how they are writing the emails. So how they are writing a professional emails, or how they are writing some kind of a friendly emails, how they are writing with that. So how to write an article on sports, how to write an article on which is going to be on the politics, or how to write a which is going to be articles on something which is going to be business, what kind of a words they have to use. Something like that, what we have to do, guys, in a generic way. So don't worry about all these things. These are a little bit higher level to understand about the concept. So see, which is going to be what are the capabilities. Discriminative AI, they can't generate any data. They cannot create any creative tasks. Okay, so they require which is going to be some kind of an discriminator can be fasterly they can train, but generative AI requires which is going to be a lot of time and lot of examples. Even last class also somebody has given some examples. Examples: ChatGPT responds to your questions, Midjourney, DALL-E going to be creating some kind of an images, voice clonings are there, AI tutors, chatbots, content creations. All these are going to be some examples, guys. Okay. So just to get some idea, so that is what the difference between something called as a generic a generative AI and what is going to be this one, guys. The what is going to be we are talking about the traditional what is going to be discriminative AI. So anyhow, you cannot understand now itself, but one thing. So really, this generative AI course is a very really interesting, guys. It's a really interesting. So if you learn it in a proper way, if you learn it in a proper way, guys, really this particular the generative AI course is going to be a very interesting course. So completely different, guys. Maybe completely whatever you learn, maybe you learn Java. Some people yesterday they said that sir, we are from Java, or whether you are from testing side, or whether you are from database side, whatever it may be, guys, it is going to be it's a completely different. Traditional programming languages are different. This completely, the generative AI is completely different, guys. So later I'll explain that model, later I'll explain all that applications. But coming to our training program, our working environment is different. Our working tools are different. Everything is going to be different from a normal traditional programming. So what we are going to use here, guys, we are going to use some kind of a pre-trained models. We are going to use them, guys. Maybe some of the tools and some of the environments. Normally, when you learn a programming language, guys, you have some idea. Some common terminologies will be there, guys. Like you know that right control statements, conditional statements, classes, objects. Okay, some kind of an inheritance. These are some common terminologies in every language, guys. Generally, once if you learn one language, learning other programming languages are very similar. Maybe the syntaxes may be different, isn't it? But conceptually, understanding is the same, guys. But coming to this generative AI classes, it's a completely different, guys. So I'll tell you some few environments. So maybe all of you know that, like we are going to use OpenAI. We all of you know, so I think you guys are using some OpenAI products we are using. Which one you are using, guys? You are using a ChatGPT that everyone is using. But what we are going to use, guys? We are going to use what are going to be the GPT models we are going to use. That means that ChatGPT is internally powered by some GPT model, guys. So now what is the latest version of ChatGPT, guys? It is GPT-5, right? We are using a GPT-5. When you open the ChatGPT, and if you can see there, it is going to be, you can see on the top, it is using ChatGPT, which is going to be 5.1. That is internally, it is powered by a GPT 5.1 model, guys. We have a different types of GPT models, guys. In GPT 5.1, we have a GPT-5 mini is there. So we have a different types of which is going to be GPT models are there, guys. So we are going to completely work with those kind of a models. We are going to use them. Those kind of a models, guys, not these ones. So these are completely different. So don't think that I'm using a chat GPT here now. I'm using the GPT model. Chat GPT is an application, guys. Internally, it is powered by the GPT, which is going to be 5.1 or 5.1 mini. We have a different types of which is going to be the GPT models are there. As I said that, right? These are all nothing but comes under LLMs. Mainly, we are going to work with a different types of LLMs we are going to use, guys. Large language models. What type of LLMs we are going to use? OpenAI, which is going to be using them. I think I don't know how many of you have having the extent with that. So just I'm going to give an idea, guys. Just you have to go to openai.com. You go to openai.com, guys. Go to openai.com. and I'm not using any GPT here, you can see something called as an login button will be there. Either you can log into ChatGPT. I'm not logging into ChatGPT. I think you heard about this one, guys, Sora. It's a video generation tool actually. Connect with API platform. Normally, anyone can connect, guys, with your normal Google account. You don't require to create any separate accounts. You don't require, guys. You need not to create any separate account. See there, GPT 5.1, GPT 5 mini. We are having a GPT 5 nano. We are having a GPT 5 Pro, GPT 5. So a lot of different types of models are there. These are all just normally some kind of an which is going to be some kind of an pre-trained models we are going to use, guys. Okay. So we'll see them, guys. Later we are going to see all these things in the coming applications. We are going to see them. So I'm going to use which is going to be these particular models we are going to use as part of our which is going to be our training. So using this GPT 5.1, I'm going to create my own LLMs. I'm going to create it. So what is an LLM? Just like ChatGPT, it can also answer your questions. But ChatGPT is a generic one. ChatGPT is going to be a generic one, guys. I'm going to create our own, which is going to be LLM model. Maybe what I can do is I have some document. For example, I have some document with me, guys. So the document is going to contains, which is going to be like something like which is going to contains some kind of an any information about let us say something like, for example, some related to some kind of a law, all the sections, all the law related sections and all these things, a document was there. Now what I'm going to do is I will give that particular document here now to my LLM model, and it can answer the questions related to that particular related content only. That means if you ask any questions related to that particular, whatever that law related document is there, it can answer that particular questions. It can answer only the questions based on that one. So we are giving some extra knowledge to that. This already GPT models are already trained models. They're already having some knowledge. But it's a generic knowledge. But I'm going to give some specific knowledge regarding some specific domain or a kind of a specific topic or something like that. I'm going to give a little bit extra knowledge we are going to give to them. So that is a way how we are going to make them to utilize, how we have to utilize for our requirement. So don't worry, I will explain all that applications later. So these are the models. So many models are there. So these are going to be the models, guys. Specialized models are there. So these are going to be image generation models will be there. So whenever you want to generate some images, these are the base models, guys, internally. So don't think that when you're asking a chat GPT to generate an image, internally what happens, guys? It uses these models only, guys, internally. See, it is going to be GPT image one is there. We are having the which is going to be DALE 3. Previous, which is going to be generation image, the old one. It's a little bit older one, guys. So these are going to be real-time audio models are there. So these are the GPT models, whatever we have, all models, what we can see the models here now. So we are going to see how many models are there, guys. GPT 3.5 Turbo, DALE 3, GPT-4, GPT-4 Mini. We can see, guys, GPT-5, which is going to be GPT-4 Mini. Lot of things are going to be there, guys. Even if you want, you can see the old models. So what are going to be the models which has been deprecated, guys? So you can see what are the models. So Codex-Mini-latest. So recommended replacement is GPT-5 Codex, which is going to be Mini. So DALE models, guys, DALE E3, E2, it is going to be replaced by these. So these are all legacy GPT models, guys. So completely our working environment is completely different, guys. It's completely different, guys. It's not like your traditional programming languages. So getting some kind of a models and we are going to work with them. See how many different types of models and all these things we have them. So these are the models, guys. So don't worry, we are going to see what are going to be the models, how to create our own models. So we'll see the applications later, guys. Don't worry. Later we are going to work on that and we'll see the applications later. Not only these, guys, there are so many other different types of which is going to be this kind of an which is models are there. Mostly we are going to use, guys. Mostly we are going to use is nothing but we are going to use something called as an which platform I'm going to use, guys. We can use OpenAI platform we are going to use. Apart from that, we are also going to use something called as an LangChain. It is also one more environment. Later I'll discuss about this all this application, guys. Just normal sign up. Just normal sign in, guys. Just directly we can sign in with your normal Google account. You can connect with that. And there also we have a different types of models what we are going to be working with that. I'm just connecting with my normal with my Google account. No separate account is required. Okay, some authentication. Okay, just a minute. Maybe some kind of an authentication is required to authorize from my mobile. Okay. Here also we can see the same thing what we can see with an application, guys. So here also we have a different types of models and all these things what we are going to work with them. Here also we are going to see, guys, lot of options we are going to be having there. So we can see them, guys. We can see a different models and all these things. Whatever already we can see them. You can see the kind of a models, which type of models we are running. As of now, there are no models are there, guys, for the timing. But later we are going to see all those particular applications. We are going to work with them. So here we can see the different models. See there. So we are going to use something called as an Gemini models are there. Same GPT 5.1 Codex Mini is there. It's a built-in. These are all some kind of a built-ins, guys. See, Cloud A we are going to use. Amazon Bedrock we are going to use. GPT-5 Mini we can use. Gemini we can see. Cloud A, Amazon Bedrock, O3. So all these things, whatever we want, we can see that. So it's all about some kind of an working environment is completely different and very interesting, guys. That is what I just want to say about that. It's not, don't expect that like we are going to write some programming languages or we are going to write a program. Nothing is there. Just get these models, guys, and we are going to work with them. I think you guys maybe never heard about that. ChatGPT, you know that. OpenAI, you know that. But these are going to be. So we are going to use this one, guys. Apart from that, we are also going to using something called as an Olama. So and another platform where you can access all of them, guys. So if you can see, this is going to be, let's have a GitHub repository. I'll tell you about that later. So just to make you understand, guys, see, these are all going to be some kind of models what we are going to use, which is going to be Gamma models are there. DeepSeek models are going to be there. Llama models are there created by Meta. Llama, which is going to be 3.2 Vision. Llama, which is going to be 3.1. So we are having something called as a Mistral. So these are all going to be, guys. These are different types of which is going to be the models what we are going to be gets working with that. So I'll just show you. So Olama application, you can download it later. Later I'll tell you. Maybe you are never heard about this one, guys. See that I'm going to be opening my Olama application is there. So this is my Olama application, guys. Just like a chatbot. Same like which one you want to use. So there are some models are there. So do you want to use GPT models? Or do you want to use some kind of an which is going to be we have a GPT different models are there. I think we have to download. All of them are not available readily. We have to some of them we have to download them, guys. Just like what is going to be you can ask in, guys, directly here. It's just like a chatbot application. We can work here now. Directly, guys. Here we can see if I ask what is going to be, let us say what is AI. So it is going to answer your question, guys. But it is taking some lot of time. It is taking a model, guys. The model need to be downloaded. See the model size. 7 point, which is going to be 6 GB is there, guys. So I'm going to use, let me use this one. This is already downloaded model, guys. This is already downloaded model. So let us ask what is going to be, what is AI? This is already downloaded model, guys. It's already there. So gamma 3, which is going to be 1 billion parameters. So it is going to ask it, guys. So you can ask it. So it is nothing but what we call it as Olama. So like this, guys, same question, same thing. If you go there and if you ask it, same answer, it is going to be comes there. So what is AI and all these things? What we can say that what is generative AI, what is weak AI, what is strong AI? So general AI is what it is going to be. So it is going to answer the question. So some models are there, which we have already downloaded, but some of them we have to download it. So Gamma 3, which is going to be 1 billion because these are very large sizes, guys. Or you can use Llama 3.1 also 3.2 1 billion parameters also we can use it. Even this is also Llama. It was created by Meta. Llama models are from Meta. Meta we can get that particular models, guys. Okay. So we'll work on that. So just I want to show you like how we are going to work with them so that we'll get some idea about that. So completely different, guys. Okay. Yes. Randir. Yeah. Just you raised your hand. Any question from your side?
Yeah. So just we have seen that different kind of models are there.
Mhm.
Even though
mm,
We are asking the what is the AI and all the things.
mm,
So
mm,
just my questions, if suppose one model having the answer for that,
mm. Okay.
so what is the use for other model? Why not in the other model we can get this data from the existing model like function we have, right? So reusable in the previous model.
No, 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 no. So every model is independent, right? See,
Mm-hmm.
for example, just to make you understand that see, we may have a different types of tools may be there. For example, if you talk about some, see, for example, you may have an idea about database systems. So why there are so many databases are there? So there are so many databases. Normally, there are so many are there. Hardly there are 30 to 40, which is going to be popular databases are there. All of them purpose is the same. Then why we have that many databases? Why should I choose a different databases? So it depends on your scalability, depending on your what is going to be the implementation securities. So how that matters here also, from one model to another model, different models are going to be, because main thing is almost all of them are open sources.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, almost all of them are going to be open sources only. Maximum you can use it at free of cost. But for some from OpenAI models, we have to pay some money whenever you want to give a request to them. Whenever you want to pass some token and if you want to get some response, we have to pay some money for that. So it's not that you have to pay somewhere around $5 or something. If you pay, that is sufficient with that. We have to spend some money. But thing is, like, see, first initially OpenAI has came. The OpenAI community has came with the ChatGPT. So obviously they require, see, nowadays there is a lot of competition between OpenAI, and mostly the competition is between OpenAI and the Google. So Google, the
Yeah.
Gemini models are there. Even Microsoft is also, it is in competition, but it is not that much popular like your OpenAI and the which is going to be the Google Gemini models. So just as part of the competition, so Google has developed their own models. OpenAI is coming with a lot of new models. So obviously, as part of the competition, obviously we require, right? Even
Yeah.
these are the
Correct.
two most popular. So even Meta also has came, but it was not that much popular. DeepSeek, if you remember, on some days it has been at some one point of time it has been having a huge which is going to be suddenly it has been came into the light and it has been became very popular. But after that, the people didn't use it the DeepSeek models that much. OpenAI is going to be one of the best models which we can use them as part of now as part of the requirements.
Okay, sir, as you
Uh,
mentioned that like Gemini is from the Google and
Gemini is from
Copilot from
Google.
Copilot from
Copilot
the
is from
Microsoft,
Microsoft. Yes.
and this Chat GPT, is it from which?
OpenAI.
So OpenAI is the one firm.
It's a community. What we'll say that there is a community. What they say is that OpenAI community. So it is like a company which is it is like an open source community which is mainly concentrating on this particular kind of an LLM and all these kind of an applications.
Got it. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
so if you want, you can just check it out. What is going to be OpenAI? So just open the OpenAI.
One question, I'm sorry.
Yes, please.
So, for example, for my business scenario, I wanted to use different models from the different vendors like
Mm,
DeepSeek or OpenAI or
mm,
Google.
mm,
Okay.
mm. Okay.
Right now, I think that is possible, right?
That is possible, but the
And
thing is, what the companies will do is, these are all, see, obviously, you know that whenever you're using that kind of different vendors, and some of them are open sources, we are giving our maybe sometimes you require some confidential data to be given to them, security issues. That's why nowadays what the companies are doing is they are downloading these particular models and they are creating their own, which is going to be the LLM models. They are creating them instead of rather than using directly these open source models.
after downloading, I think
Mm.
our data, will it be secure? I
No.
mean, again,
Yeah,
it
it will
has
be
to be.
secure. No, no, no. It is not like that. Only we are going to be using that particular model. They don't. That means obviously what they will do is they will be stored locally with our local systems. Only we are going to store with them. We don't give it to ChatGPT. We are giving only the taking the base model only. The train model we are going to take it, but it does not. We are not going to feed the data to that. So that is going to be done locally in our systems in our servers only. We are going to do that.
It's not
Okay.
like through API call
No, no,
every
no, no,
time.
no, no, not like every time. Every time we don't do like that. That is normal generalized chatbots and all these things we can create it. But whenever you are creating specifically rack systems and all these things, we are going to create with our locally only, we are going to work with them.
Okay, okay. And one more question, like,
Yes, please.
can I create
Vamsi,
my
I have
own?
one doubt.
Yes, please. Yeah, let's like complete off.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Can
Just
I
go ahead.
create my
Yeah.
own model?
Hmm.
I mean, like,
You can create it, but for that you require some, as I said that, so it is
addition,
completely like in transformers, neural networks, a
those things.
little
I
bit
mean,
more data is going to be required. But rather than using them, you can also use your own, which is going to be, there are a lot of, which is going to be pre-trained models are there. I think you maybe heard about something called as an, anyone guys, have you, I think most of you who are working on deep learning and all these things, they knows about that. So see there how many different types of, which is going to be Hugging Face is going to be one of the repository for all this, which is going to be for all these particular models are there. So many models are going to be there. Text generation models will be there. Image to text is there. Text to video is there. Text to image, which is going to be models are there. So many different types of models. From here also we can get some many of the open source models and all these things. You can get it from here also. We can get them.
after downloading these models, right, the
Mhm.
source code also will be available, right? Where we
Oh,
can
it's
update
a
and
source code is
change.
available. Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Because
okay,
all
okay.
these are open sources, right? So obviously
Mm.
there will be some source codes and all these things will be available with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Right. Yes. Yeah. Somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, Vamsi. Like, these LLMs are now it's like open source, right? So
Hmm.
after a few years, if they made it like some paid version.
Hmm.
So at that time, like, what we can do, like, can we develop our own LLMs here, like,
Yeah,
or
it's
can we
rather
use it?
than developing. See, rather than developing, see, these are all going to be, you can see what is going to be the cost of, what is going to be the cost of each and everything. See, the thing
Mm-hmm.
is, obviously, rather than developing a new, which is going to be a new LLM from your side, better to use these existing LLM models only, better to use them. That is going to be better cost effective because we are directly paying and you are ready to use. Okay, so we can just make it ready to use and we can use it directly. So instead of developing a new one and all these things, it is better to use the trained models, already existing models. It is better to use them. So many of the cloud services are also available nowadays. Everyone is moving towards the cloud, right? Right. So you can use the cloud services. Amazon Bedrock is there, so you can use that one if you want. So these are all going to be, so there are also costly. They are also going to be, they are not going to be comes at a free of cost. So some of them are open sources, some of them are going to be, see, it is going to be for 1 million token, how much is going to be the price, what we can see that. So compare with the development of a new one, better to use the existing models is better one. Okay, some companies are developing their own models, but they requires a lot of, which is going to be some kind of an infrastructure, which is going to requires a lot of, it's going to be mainly infrastructure is required and some kind of an expertise also is going to be required. Okay.
Vamsi, will those things will be covered in this course, like at least basic level, how we can develop those
Yeah,
models?
we will create it. We'll show them, but not with a large data sets. So, which is going to be, we can create our train our own LLM models and all these things. We can create it, but for that, a little bit transformers and all these things we are going to use them, but not very deep level. We are not going to cover about that.
Okay, okay.
Okay, and it's not required also because we are directly using a ready-made tool, right? So it is not required for us. Okay. Okay. And just somebody has raised a question saying that like what is the purpose of Python here now? So what is the role of Python here is going to be nothing but, see, I want to use that whatever that particular the OpenAI, for example, the ChatGPT model, I want to require it. So how we are going to import here, how we are going to get it into a system, how we are going to call that, how we are going to utilize it. So obviously there is going to be some coding we have to write it, right? We have to write some basic coding, we have to write it, right? So for that we have to require some kind of an Python libraries will be there. Mostly we are going to work with the Python if you have a little bit idea. So Python is all about something about modules. Ready-made tools will be there. So if you want to work with, which is going to be the same thing. So we'll have some kind of a libraries are there. So from which is going to be like this. So simple, we'll import the library. So if I want to use a GPT model, so simply by using langchain underscore, which is OpenAI. So there are going to be some kind of an functions and some classes will be there. Using that directly we can import them and we can work with them. So it is nothing but the Python is like an interface. So whenever you want to utilize, so how we are going to download, how we are going to pass the input, how to create your application, some coding language we have to use it, right? So that is the one Python we have to use it. So to get that modules or to get that particular models into your system, to pass the input, to get the response, all these things we are going to do with the help of the Python. Okay, fine. Okay, guys. So coming to the Python, guys, I think as already in the last class also I have given some idea. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about that. Like how our planning is going to be there is already there are some 15, 16 students are there. I don't know, somewhere around 15 plus. Already there are already students are already registered for the course, guys. Already 15 plus students are there. So generally what we are going to do, guys, generally how is our generally plan is first we'll start the session. We'll start the demos just like same how we conducted. So first obviously they require some Python basics is required. Nowadays, guys, almost all 80% of the people they are having some basic knowledge of Python. And don't think that you need to be a Python expert here now. Only basic knowledge. I have some 6 to 7 topics will be there, guys. Only 6 to 7 topics are there. Generally, what we are going to do, guys, just like a refreshing the Python topics, we already refreshed these topics, guys. Already the refresh is already happened. Those recording, if you already have the idea, guys, no worries. I'll tell you some few topics, guys. So please verify if anyone who is already having the idea about the Python. So what are the core concepts of Python that is required is, guys, the first one is nothing but normally, obviously, the basic types. Like we know that the basic types are like every language will have integer, we have a float, we have a string, we are having something called as an bool. Just like in other languages. Python is having some special objects called as which is going to be sequences. So the sequences are going to be like we have a list, we have a tuple, we are having a sets, we are having a dictionaries, etc. And apart from that, normally we have a conditional and control statements. We have conditional and which is going to be a control statements will be there. Okay, and apart from that, we are having something called as an comprehensions topic. So hardly 6 to 7 topics, guys. We are having comprehensions topic is there. Then we are having something called as an functions will be there. And we are having, that's it, guys. Apart from that, the sixth one is going to be something, a topic called as an iterators and which is going to be iterables. That's it, guys. Somewhere around 6 or 7 topics, maybe one more topic is there, which is going to be some string class is there. That's it, guys. These are going to be some basic topics which you require. Just like in a basic programming language. I think nowadays everyone is having a minimal knowledge. Even if you have a zero knowledge, sir, I did never seen Python, I never heard about Python, I never used the Python. You can learn, guys. But for that, what I'm going to do is already this particular we call them as just a Python refreshing classes will be there. We already covered these Python refreshing classes for these 15 plus students are already there. So that's why what we will do is after the core Python is completed, what we are going to do is again we are going to conduct some demos just like how we are conducting for you people. We'll conduct them and we'll say that if you already having the idea about Python, well and good. Easily we can you can continue with our regular classes as usually. Even if you don't have the idea also, guys, what we can do is all these classes are available for recorded. These recorded sessions are already available, guys. So these recorded sessions we are going to provide you. So just go through the recorded sessions. Maybe maybe hardly it will take 2 days, guys. Saturday and Sunday. Just if we can spend somewhere around 4-5 hours of time, you can complete all these 6 to 7 topics. We can complete off. So, but for that, you have to first register. If you register for the course, then our backend team is going to provide you these recorded sessions of our live classes only. They are not any very long back pre-recorded, but the live recently only we started that batch, guys. So those particular batch, whatever the classes are there, those batches, those particular sessions, we are going to give it to you. Not only these sessions, guys, but whatever the core concepts, what are the Python concepts I'm going to discuss is only core concepts only, guys. But sir, I want to learn a little bit more about the Python. So is there any option is there? These are all live recorded sessions, guys. Live recorded means just your current batch, the currently whatever the batch was started previously, those batches only. Apart from that, if you want to get some kind of a little bit more about the Python, so we are having another pre-recorded sessions are there, guys. So these are recorded a little bit long back, very long back sessions. So, but they are not they are not delivered by me. It is delivered by Durga sir. So you know that. So the Durga sir, who is the owner or who is the CEO of this DURGASOFT solution, he has established the DURGASOFT. The faculty name itself is Durga. He is having almost all 20 plus years of experience on Java and Python. So he delivered some classes, guys. It's a little bit long back, maybe a 2000, maybe 3 years back or 4 years back. They're completely pre-recorded, like a self-paced. So these are going to be nothing but you can get these particular videos of Durga sir, some approximately 170 plus videos you are going to get the access, guys. But these are going to be accessible only for 180 days. That means almost all, if you want to learn, you have to complete one video per 1 day. You have to complete off. So these are going to be complementary in the case if you register for our generative AI class. So you are going to get two videos, guys. One is like a pre-recorded videos of Durga sir, which is 170 plus videos. Generally, it will cost you. Normally, if you want to buy it from the online store, it will be somewhere around 4K, I think so. But if you registered for this course, guys, you are going to get at a free of cost. Along with that, my Python classes, which I already delivered to the same batch, which already 15 plus students are already there. Those recorded sessions also we are going to give you. Plus, along with that, our daily recorded sessions also will be provided to you. Live session, guys. Completely, it is going to be live sessions will be there. Yes. Yes. Snehal, yes. You raised your hand. Any question, please?
Yeah, so basically, I mean, right now we discuss about LLM model. So, like LLM model, that is large language model. So, this is as we have mentioned that this is from OpenAI or for the Chat GPT. But as we have different language models, LLM model for others, like for Copilot, it is different. Then for Gemini, it is different. That is one. And second one is like a LLM, like it is. I mean, as we said, existing models we have already created, so we can just train those model according to our data, and then create our AI tools. So, is there any other models also we have like for image generation or
Yes.
speech or something?
Yes, absolutely. We are
Okay.
having a just now I shown, if you want to work with which is going to be
Mhm.
just if you open the OpenAI. So
Mhm.
what are GPT models actually? Whatever the GPT models we are talking about, they are only text to text generations.
Yeah.
Okay, they can only generate some kind of an text to text generation. They can't generate any kind of an which is going to be, they can't generate some kind of an images and all these things. So if you just go there and if you can see the models, see there are different models are there. So see, these are going to be some kind of a specialized model. Purpose is going to be built for specific task. It is going to be. See, these are all going to be some kind of an which is going to be which can generate some kind of an images and all these things. That what they can generate them.
Yeah.
If you want to
And
work with audio models, so these are going to be some kind of an GPT audio is there, GPT audio mini is there, GPT real time mini is there, GPT which is going to be real time. These are all going to be some kind of an audio models will be there.
like we are saying for OpenAI, there will be different models created for others. Like Copilot will be have other their
Yes,
model
they
and
have their own, which is going to be the internal models and all these things. Will ChatGPT, see internally
Mhm.
when you open the ChatGPT and ask it to generate an image, so it
Mhm.
won't use as the GPT. Internally, it is going to uses a different types of, which is going to be the models and all these things it will uses. It won't
Mhm.
use as the same model as it is. So
Okay.
internally, there are going to be some different types of agents and all these things will be there. Using that
Mhm.
particular applications, it is going to generate. Even when you go
Mhm.
to some kind of an Google Gemini models or something like that, they're also going to be uses a different types of models will be there. Just let me show you,
Mhm.
which is going to be something like a gamma dot, which is going to be the app is there. For example, whenever I use this, here also I'm going to be, this is going to be some gamma. So whenever I uses some kind of an, which is going to be some kind of an, just a minute once. So whenever I ask it to generate some kind of a new or something, just whatever it may be. So internally, what it is going to do is internally, it also uses a different types of which is going to be the models for generating of images and all these things, it is going to generate. So don't worry, just I'm showing the application only. So internally it is going to be uses a different types of, if I ask you to use some kind of an images and etc. So for images, what type of which is going to be internally the AI models it is going to be uses. Either it uses its own models or it may uses some third party models also it can be uses.
Okay, understood.
So these are going to be some images. See, image sources are there. So if you can see, these are going to be image models, and see what is going to be AI image model is going to be there. So these are the different types of the image models, what it is going to be using. Can you see that? There is an option is also there. GPT image mini is going to be there.
Okay, and one more like when we are saying we were discussing about LangChain,
Hmm.
that is basically a framework we have, right? To design or to develop, build LLM power application, I can say, right? So here, I mean, there may be alternative
Yes.
frameworks also we can have it. Instead of LangChain, we can use others too. But those, I mean, we can develop based on LLM power application only, or we can then select another kind of like instead of LLM, we can select another model.
Yeah, you can. There are different platforms are there. So as you can see, same like I've shown you some kind like an Olama I have shown you. That is also going to be one more platform. It also provides you some other. It's you can treat them like in some kind of a repositories for various different types of LLM models. We can use it. If I use some kind of a lang chain, so these LLM models are accessible. If you are using Olama, so these type of LLM models we can use. But most of the common LLMs only will be there. So maybe some additional LLMs are going to be part of the Olama. Some additional LLMs may be part of this particular lang graph or lang chain. Like that, there will be some mostly common will be there, but some additionally they will also have some kind of an because they'll try to utilize all the open source LLMs they will try to bring to their particular platforms. They will try to bring them.
Okay. Yeah, but
Okay.
it's not just restricted to the LLM. We can
No,
go with other model also.
other models also we can use.
Okay, okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
fine. Okay, so I'm not going into this one. So if you can see, guys, there are going to be so many different type of basic models are there. So apart from that, some advanced models, what we can see, something like GPT Image Mini. Okay, so we are having a different models. Even premium models are also there. DALL-E 3 from again OpenAI community. GPT Image. So same image we can see. GPT Image I've shown you there. DALL-E 3 is going to be there. What we have been seeing. A Gemini 2.5 Flash. So internally to generate. So these are some ultra models are there. See. Again, this is from OpenAI community only. GPT image detailed is there. This is GPT image is going to be there. So all of them are open. These are from OpenAI only. You can see there. So we can see some kind of an OpenAI. So Gemini, it is going to be from, which is going to be, the Google. So GPT image is there. GPT image, what we can see from that. Even if we can see GPT image detail, that is also from OpenAI. And these are also going to be GPT image mini, that is also from OpenAI. So it depends on your requirement. See, there are going to be great for illustration with text and which is going to be some kind of a complex prompt at lower cost. These are going to be a little bit which are going to be professionally what we have to use with them. Okay, so later we'll come back to that, guys. Okay, so what is our discussion here is, yeah. So we are going to provide you all these 170 plus videos per hour you are learning if you want. Plus along with our, which is already the basic classes are there. So already the core concepts which I have already refreshed. Just I refresh the topics, guys. It is not like from the scratch. It is going to be hardly, as I said, that no 4-5 hours. Saturday and Sunday you take the time and you complete of it. So what we can do is, guys, from Monday you can just join with our regular classes. We can join from the Monday's class. Tomorrow also we have a demo, but I'm just giving a prior information about that. So tomorrow I'll just show you the complete course content, what topics we are going to learn, what type of applications we are going to learn. So what is our topics, what is our agenda in our training program. So how is our learning flow will be there. All these things I'll explain it in the tomorrow's class. And then you can, once you are satisfied with that, and if you are really planning to go ahead with the course, so you can pay the required fee amount of 20K. So the total fees is 20K, guys. And every day your class timing is from 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Indian's time, the IST timing, guys. So there is no change, and class will be on 5 days a week, guys. It is going to be Monday to which is going to be Friday. So Saturdays and Sundays we don't have the classes. So that is about the second, and my today is my second demo session, guys. So today I just given some like what are the different platforms we are going to work. Okay, so how the Python will help you to work on that, why Python is required. So just given some kind of an idea about that, guys. Okay. So that's it from my side for the today's class, guys. So again, just for
What?
today, we'll yes, yeah, tell
I'm
me.
sorry. Total duration is 180 days, right?
It will take not 180. No. It's not 180 days. It's videos will be accessible for 180 days.
Okay, so 3 months course, right? It is
3-4 months it will take. 4 months you can take because we added something like agentic AI, agents, all these added, right? So you can take for like a 4 months you can take.
one final question.
Yes, please.
So the project wise, like, will you be helping on that, having some sample projects,
Yes,
or
yes.
how?
Yes. We'll do that. See, here almost all every like an we'll do a see, as I said that no, our learning is also a little bit different. So while you're learning programming languages, we'll learn some programs, some different types of programs and concepts. Here it is not like that. Concept and at the same time there will be some implementation also will be there. So I'll show you such kind of an applications which you can take it like a project. So some of the applications you can take it like a real projects. You can say like some SQL chatbot applications we are going to create that you can put it in your resumes saying that this is a chatbot applications which we created. We are going to create some kind of a RAG applications. We are going to create them. So those also you can put. Mostly you can have to put a RAG application as your project. So I'll show you one RAG application, one or two RAG applications. You can also create your own RAG applications according to your requirement, and you can put it as your as part of your resume. You can put those applications. So almost like every application is like a project only.
Yeah, I think most of the business are moving on the RAG.
RAG only. This it's a completely RAG only. They will be working with that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and like test data wise, as you said, you will be providing a sample. I mean, we'll be practicing on sample some data, and sometimes we may have the data from cloud.
Okay.
So that connectivity, like the API calls, how to pull the data from those. That also will be helping. I mean,
Yes.
maybe at the
Will.
connection point of view.
Yeah. We'll do that with the help of some that further also we are having some libraries will be there, like something like pandas or some libraries will be there. So using that, we can also pull that different types of data from various systems, and we'll try to, which is going to be provide to our LLM models.
And there we don't have any separate licensing system, right?
Up to some extent,
some
restrictions will be there.
Yeah,
we cannot use a costlier
yeah.
one, right? So at least we'll give some idea about some basic cloud system which are not that much costlier.
And to process the models in our laptops, will there be any specific configuration our laptop should be
Obviously,
having?
it is not that much high required because we are not going to work with a very larger models because you can see some models are there. It's impossible to work on our local systems.
Yes.
It is impossible because it is 250 GB, something like that it will be there. So we cannot work on that particular models, right? So normal models are sufficient. So normal i5, i7 basic systems are sufficient. But see, some models will be there. See the size of the models, if we can see. So it is going to be somewhere around 245 GB, which is going to be Llama 4 was there. So which it is not possible. Llama 3.1 is 231 GB is there. So you cannot 404 DeepSeek, which is going to be R1, which is going to be 404. So we cannot run those applications. We cannot download and we cannot do that. It's impossible. So I'll use as this model 8.815 MB. I can run with that. So once if you know that, that is sufficient. So we can't run that much size of applications. The download itself will takes a lot of time. So better instead of using a very large size models, better to use a small size models and medium size models. Sufficient with normal i5, i7, sufficient. We don't require any very high configuration systems are not required.
Okay. I think we are scaling down to our basic needs.
Our requirements, which is our configuration. This one you can install 3.2, which is going to be 2 GB. You can use Llama 3.2. This one you can use. So basically, these are for vision. This one you can use, but this one is little bit becomes very complex for download.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. Yes, yes, Randir.
Sir, just regarding this recorded video for the Python, so we can get it. So in the day-to-day class, the same topic we are going to discuss in the class also.
Which topics you are talking about?
Python. All the 7 topics of the Python.
Okay.
So we are going to discuss in day-to-day classes or
No,
only
no.
recorded video?
These sessions are already happened. So already I said that no, already batch was started. So already it has been happened. So these are basic refreshing classes only. They are not like in details. So just you have to complete this Python. If you do you have the idea about Python or don't have any idea about Python?
No, I don't
You don't
have that
have it.
much.
Okay,
Yeah.
then you can go through these particular recorded videos. Take some 2 days of time, maybe Saturday and Sunday. If you just take the 2 days of time and complete of it. So immediately not required. Monday and Tuesday, we are going to start with some basic concepts only. You can understand, even if you don't have the idea also, 1 or 2 days, if you may be having a little bit trouble. But after that, meanwhile, if you complete these particular 7 topics from a recorded videos, so we can just continue with our regular classes from Monday onwards. Okay.
Yes.
Fine. Yes. Yes. Some more also. Yes. Anshul. Yeah. Anshul.
Just want to know that as a cloud engineer, I'm
Mm,
working as a cloud engineer.
mm, mm.
So how this will helpful for my career or my existing job
It's
as a
not
cloud
related.
engineer?
Yeah. It's not as a cloud nowadays. See, as I already yesterday also I discussed the same thing. So nowadays it is not about whether you are from a cloud or whether you are a data engineer or whether it can be anything. So nowadays what is main thing is everyone so should have some minimal at least some basic knowledge of what is this particular the concepts of LLMs, what is generative AI. Maybe up to some extent, even nowadays, also, even as a cloud engineer, also, maybe inside your cloud, we may have to create some LLM services, maybe there. So maybe the clients requires to use that LLMs. So it's obviously it is a mandatory topic. It's like a mandatory, just like how everyone should know about like basic MS Office or how to basic SQL has to be known. So nowadays, the requirement for every client or every enterprise, every project is basic LLMs are going to be required. So how much extent it will be used, it means that depends on that. Like that also we can use it. You are having your cloud, the cloud related data may be there. You can create an LLM model which can answer the questions based on your cloud services or which type of cloud services they can be utilized. So generally, if you can ask the questions, it is going to answer that particular questions related to your cloud. So a kind of an LLM models, once if you start learning your generative AI applications, then according to the relevance or according to the your cloud applications and your working environment, so maybe you can plan to create some LLM models for that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine. Yes, Shruti.
Yes,
uh,
most of the questions others also asked, so
mm,
I will not be repeating that.
mm,
So
mm.
I was thinking that, so yes, like even from whatever background, this is like a knowledge that is
Yes,
required in the current this
yes,
thing. So,
absolutely.
but are there specific job profiles which are addressing the course which you
Yes,
are
yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. We have them. Specifically, we have a generative AI engineers, which is going to be roles are there. Okay, so they don't expect that you should have a lot of experience. So that topic, I'm going to discuss it in the tomorrow session. I'm going to discuss about that. Okay, I'll also show you like in Naukri portal. Like tomorrow, I'm going to discuss about the my course content and what are the topics we are going to learn in our course content. So how much, whatever the terminologies that are as part of your job requirements are there. So is a companies are looking for these topics or not. So we are talking about right LLMs. As of now, I talked about something like an LLM's RAG. Okay, something like a chatbot, some few topics I talked about that. Even tomorrow also, I'll give you a little bit more explanation about that, and we'll see some kind of a job. What are the what are the job opportunities are there? So what kind of a requirement they are having, so that we'll also get some idea about that. Yes, whatever the topics we are learning is going to be, we have some opportunities are there. So just give me one more day of time. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you those particular applications in the tomorrow's class. Right? Okay. Fine, guys. That's it, guys. I think most of your questions has been answered, but don't worry. We'll take a one more demo session, guys. Tomorrow I'll just complete off all the complete demos. So tomorrow will be the third demo and the final demo, guys. And after that, you have to register for continuing for the regular classes, guys. Okay. So thanks for today, and I'll see you tomorrow at the same time with the same link, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.